All right, let's jump right into this. We are about to embark on an epic, high-speed journey in this explainer. We're tracking the complete, mind-blowing history of Earth, from the incredibly violent birth of our sun all the way down to the very first humans. I mean, try to imagine condensing 5 billion years of chaotic history into just a few minutes. It's kind of unimaginable, right? But we're going to break it all down into a thrilling, easy-to-follow story about exactly where you came from. So let's kick things off with Chapter 1, Forging a Hellish Planet, from cosmic dust to magma. And man, things escalated fast. Around 4.5 billion years ago, Earth definitely wasn't the beautiful blue marble we know today. It was literally a toxic, swirling sphere of boiling magma with a blood-red sky. And get this, the planet was spinning so fast back then that a single day, it lasted just a few hours. But wait, the chaos doesn't stop there. Picture this, a rogue planetary body, roughly the size of Mars, just slams directly into our young molten Earth. I mean, absolute devastation. The sheer force of that impact blasted this massive cloud of cosmic debris out into orbit. And, over time, that debris coalesced to form the moon. Yeah, the very same moon we look up at every night. Moving right along to Chapter 2, First Life and Deep Freeze, from Bacteria to Snowball Earth. Okay, so against all odds, the very first single-celled bacteria actually managed to colonize those boiling oceans. But, well, they were almost a little too successful. You see, these early life forms started pumping out toxic oxygen as waste, which ended up completely destroying the planet's warming methane layer. Basically, life farted itself into a near-apocalyptic ice age, freezing the entire Earth into this giant snowball. Which brings us to Chapter 3, the Cambrian Life Explosion, a biological boom. 20 million years. Now, in the grand scheme of a 5 billion-year-old planet, that is an absolute blink of an eye. Seriously. Yet this tiny, tiny window is all it took for nature's R&D lab to go into absolute overdrive, suddenly churning out all the major animal body plans that we know today. During this period, the Cambrian explosion, the oceans just filled up with these bizarre, complex predators and prey. We're talking creatures developing eyes, armor, and claws, literally for the very first time. Eventually, this underwater world got so incredibly crowded and competitive that the first daring fish were basically pushed to brave the journey and pull themselves right up onto dry land.
All right, Chapter 4, Dinosaurs and Catastrophic Extinctions, from the Great Dying to the Age of Giants.
Before the dinosaurs even showed up, life faced its absolute darkest hour. We call it the Great Dying. It was literally the most devastating extinction event in planetary history, utterly wiping out 96% of all ocean life. Just think about that. The fate of everything alive on Earth came down to a tiny, microscopic 4% margin of survival. It was that close. Yet somehow, from those surviving fragments, life found a way to create the ultimate giants. Dinosaurs rose from the ashes and ruled this planet for an uninterrupted 160 million years. To put that crazy number into perspective, if Earth's entire history was a 24-hour clock, the dinosaurs ruled for nearly a whole hour. Meanwhile, human civilization, we have barely been here for a fraction of a second. But as we know, 160 million years of absolute dominance was erased in a literal flash of light. A catastrophic asteroid impact hit with the force of billions of atomic bombs. Billions. It instantly wiped out the giants and completely reset the planetary hierarchy right then and there. And that sets the perfect stage for Chapter 5, Mammals, Apes, and You, the Rise of the Furry Survivors. The apocalypse for the dinosaurs was actually the ultimate opportunity for us. Small, kind of rat-like, furry creatures hiding out in underground burrows miraculously survived that fiery fallout. Without the giant predators hunting them anymore, these mammals took over the whole shebang. And in this truly bizarre twist of evolution, some of those land mammals actually reversed course, went back into the oceans, and became modern whales. Crazy, right? Meanwhile, others stayed up in the trees, evolving and adapting, until eventually Homo sapiens emerged from the African forests. So, from that massive asteroid impact 66 million years ago, there's actually a straight evolutionary line that traces right through the age of mammals, all the way down to just 300,000 years ago. And that is when Homo sapiens stepped onto the scene. That's you, that's me, standing at the very precipice of this completely wild 5 billion year saga.
Because, honestly, this explainer isn't just a boring list of ancient dates for you to memorize. As the source beautifully puts it, it's a story about where you came from and why you exist. Every single magma ocean, every deep freeze, every falling asteroid, they all had to happen exactly as they did for you to be sitting here today listening to this. So here's the thought to leave you with. Knowing that our ancestors survived a brutal 5 billion year gauntlet of boiling oceans, snowball planets, and literal mountains falling from the sky, what do you think the next chapter of Earth's evolution will actually look like? I mean, the story is far from over, and right now, you and I, we're the ones writing it.